Alright, good morning students. Once again we meet in YouTube. So today we are going to do section C. Before we answer the questions and summary, let's view through the content of the text for better understanding. Alright, so there is 83 and gradually. Okay, gradually means beransur-ansur, semakin, secara beransur-ansur, man-man, falling, means become weak. He struggle, struggle, mengelut, berjuang,挣扎, sometimes to find a word. So that means the father is having difficulty to speak. He was pretty forgetful and he could get confused after dark. That means waktu malam, dia may be confused. Mom answer for him most often. That means mama yang jaga dia lah. She's a loving, caring and protective person. Somehow, intentionally, okay, mungkin dengan sengaja or not, Mom had hidden his serious dementia. Dementia is like what? It's a jenis penyakit, orang tua, dementia. There was such a bright man, bright, jadi cerdik, pandai. Dependence in thought, sangat berdikari in thought, determined in life. All that he was gradually left him. Okay, gradually again, benda yang sama, semakin luput. He could not be left alone at night. Left alone, tinggal seorang, 不可以一个人. So my brother and I took turn, bergilir-gilir, staying with him. So they need to take good care of the father. As I drove the hour and a half afterward to be there, I pondered life. Right, ponder is renung, fikir, 回想一下 life and getting old. I thought about my parents and my dad. The sort of parents, okay? Dia adalah parents yang macam mana. He used to be and the kind of dad he was. So that is a wonderful father. He loved and he set example. Menjadi contoh, set example kepada anak-anak dia. He first took me fishing when I was 4. Back then, he worked 12 hours a day, 6 days a week in his shop. Yet often on a Sunday, it was the two of us, with their spending as much time patiently. Okay, sangat sabar. My tangle life, line. So maknanya kalau you nak go and fishing kan, so tali ikan tu kena straight. So tangle mean mengelut lah, kusut, 那个线打结了. So when we did fishing, we continued doing it together until my mid-teens. Okay, belasan tahun, 一直到他10多岁. As I drove, I eventually, apa maknanya eventually? Akhirnya, okay, thought up, okay, buat satu kesimpulan. A general statement that sum up all the memories of Dad and me and of the job he did rallying me. Rallying is like menyara hidup, memelihara, 养我们, 教育我们, and of the loving way he related when I became an adult. He took me fishing. So, apa in the author's memory is how the father teach them the life. When I reached my parents, it was upsetting. Upsetting is mengecewakan, rasa sedih. Okay, 很失望 when you see your daddy. The feeble is lemah. Okay, 很弱. Confused old man seemed hardly the person who was my father. So it's very difficult for you to accept kan. By late night, I had finally got him settled in bed. Okay, there are two memories in my mind. First was when I was probably 7 or 8. So lebih kurang 7-8 tahun lah. We got up very early for the fishing, should be better. Dad had brought along a thermos. Thermos is like bekas air panas kan, 热水壶, full of coffee. I couldn't recall it. Recall you tak boleh ingat Cannot recall. Recall is ingat. Couldn't, tak dapat ingat if I asked for a taste or he just offer. Dia pun tak ingat whether he asked for coffee or father prepare. Back then, coffee was an adult drink. They handed me a cup. He must have put a lot of sugar and fair amount. Fair is just nice, fair amount of milk. So it tastes warm and sweet and smooth, almost like ice cream. So it was my first taste of sin. Sin, what is sin? It's like dosa, because after that you love coffee forever. Dia buat macam dosa lah kalau tak try, dia tak suka coffee. But because of father's offer, he loves coffee. The other memory was when I was 12. I convinced, meyakinkan daddy to camp out. Camp, camp. Camp. The night before, by the stream, we planned to fish so that we could get up early and catch a millions. This is what? Trout. Trout is like ikan, ikan kecil. There was no campground there, so itu bukan tapak camping. Just some clear space along the stream. We set out our sleeping bags, gathered firewood, and got comfortable. So we started our campfires and got ready to cook dinner. Alright, so just then the warden arrived. You know warden? Like jaga lah, like you go to stay in the hostel, there is a warden. He told us to put out, padamkan, okay? Tak boleh guna api, padamkan. We din, that means we have our dinner lah, makan. Din is makan, that night, right? On cold beans. So in a very cold, dark conditions, okay? We went to sleep, get up before dawn. Apa tu dawn? Dawn is subuh, 黎明. We saw some people were already there fishing. I have no memory as to whether sama ada we caught anything or not. Tu tak ingat lah hari tu kan. Ada dapat tangkapan tak? I looked at them sleeping quietly. So he looked very, very old with just crabs. Alright? Okay. Crabs is just like mencengkam untuk hidup. Okay, 在做最后的生存这样。Then he still is like, actually still is like kacau Okay, pusing kiri kanan, maybe look at me and say, hey Harvey, do you remember that time we went fishing and slept out? That they made us put out our campfire. They is remember? Who are they? The warden, right? We enjoyed the next couple of minutes recording mengingat semula 回忆 that time until he dozed off once more. Doze off is tertidur. Doze off. So father tertidur semula. Alright, so welcome to questions. I'm not going to answer here, right? You have your space to read through and give the answers. So teacher will check the answers later, right? So the first one is a father suffer from apa? Okay, what type of sickness or disease? Why? Mengapa? Why did the brother need to take care? The father, mengapa? Apa problem dia? Okay, from paragraph 3, right? How did the writer spend his 1.5 hours to reach his parents' house? How? Bagaimana? So normally it's like perasaan lah. So on the way, apa yang dia fikir? From paragraph 4, what did the writer and his dad do on Sunday? So normally Sunday tu nak buat apa? Right? What did they do? So in past tense form, okay? What did they do on Sunday? Sunday normally they want to go fishing kan? So before go fishing, what did they do? Or they go fishing, what did they do? Right? Okay, from paragraph 5, which word, how many? One, satu perkataan saja. Similar reading or racing. Racing is what do you say? Memberi makan, racing. 养育. So which word? Sama erti dengan this one. Like your parents raising you up. From paragraph 7, why did drinking coffee was the writer's first taste of sin? See, like, rasa bersalah lah. Okay, why? Mengapa you rasa minum kopi tu bersalah? Okay, from paragraph 8, bagaimana? How did the writer and his dad spend their night? How? Right? So, what did they do? Okay. And question 30, state two ways a child could do to their aging parents. Aging maknanya yang berumur. Okay, kalau ibu bapa masih young like 30, 40, they can help themselves kan. Tapi for aging parents, normally they are already old, right? Senal, sudah lemah. So what can you do for them? Okay, let's go to summary. Memories are to be cherished, right? Kena rasa, yes, you remember all the sweet memories. Write a summary on the writer's memories going fishing with his father. So it's talking about fishing with the father. Credit will be given for those of using your own words, but care must be taken not to change the origin meaning. So this is for those who is able to try out with your own words, but must be very careful of the word chosen. So your summary must be in continuous. Alright, use line 20 to 36 only. So remember that, and no longer than 130 words. Okay, these 10 words is mandatory. Mandatory is maknanya mesti guna. Right, mesti guna. So you do as what teacher taught you lah. Okay, buat column like that. Right, buat column like that. Okay, so yang ini first 10 words ni kena tulis. Kena tinggal 2 kosong tak? No need also lah. Okay, just write the sini. Alright, the writer apa had clear memories going. Cikgu kata berapa? How many column? 7. Kan? And here how many? Teacher say 19. Alright, so make sure you draw the boxes. Alright, let's start with the first point, the summary content. So the first one is you have to talk about the memories. Here, first was, so you have a good memory. This is one of it, right? One. So they got up very early that day. Okay, put up. Now remember, they are using what? I, we, see or not? But as teacher told you before, in summary we don't use first pronouns. 不要用第一人称jangan guna kata ganti nama pertama. So everything must change into ganti nama ketiga. 用第三人称. So use he, she, it, they. Right? Don't use first pronouns. Okay, for the fishing should be better. Okay, so else, okay, they have brought these are the good memories. Okay, this is number 3. And so daddy give, this is a memory, right? Between you and your father lah. Okay, you remember that they handle me. You don't use me, handle what? They handle him. Or they handle the writer. But if you use the writer, it becomes 2 words. So summary kena kurangkan kata kan. So they handle me. Or not me, they handle him. Him, a cup. Right? So he just offer and you feel that this is your feeling. Alright? So this is number 5. So it was my. Kena tukar my. Here, we kena tukar. I kena tukar. So everything must tukar. Become third pronouns. Okay, after that, 5, 6. Okay, another memory was this one, right? Okay, this one. Another memory. Okay. Just now the memory is around 7 and 8 years old. So this one is another memory. 12 years old. Right? So what did they do? So he asked the father to go campaign. To go campaign. Okay, here. Okay, after that, what did they do? So when they reach there, they set up their bags, right? So this is their sleeping bags. This is the thing what they do. They gather the firewood, right? Okay, we make it different contents as their different activity. Betul tak? Okay, after they set up everything, so once they set up the campfire, right? And they are ready to cook dinner, right? So this can be content number 10. We are talking about the activity he did with the father, right? But just now the warden arrived and told us to put off. This is 11. Remember the change. You cannot say he told us to put out our fire. This all must change. Who is he? So the warden, right? So since they are not allowed to cook, so what did they do? Cold beans. Cold beans, you can say like the beans in the can, right? 罐头. Makanan dalam tin pun boleh juga, okay? Dia makan makanan dalam tin lah sebab tak boleh masak. So this is what they did lah. They have to eat the canned food. And after that, they got up before dawn. This is their activity. Kita actually cari apa activity mereka buat activity, right? And they saw somebody have fishing, right? Okay, like this one you have no memory. This is not the activity you do with the father, right? So we don't choose it as your answer.